Hello everyone and welcome to Shelby This Week. Vendors wanted. It may be months away, but the Art Fair Committee is asking you to think about the event right now. And they want you. You don't need to know who you're voting for in order to attend this job fair. But first, it was the murder that shocked Macomb County. The highly anticipated trial of the man accused of murdering a 14-year-old girl in Armada is officially starting. 34-year-old James Van Callis allegedly killed April Millsap back in July of 2014 as she was walking her dog on Macomb Orchard Trail. The trial was scheduled to start in September, but was delayed based on the issue over cell phone expert being used, which will be a key issue in this case. Cell phone data places Van Callis in the area around the time of the murder, and a fitness app on Millsap's phone depicts the murderer's path. Van Callis is facing multiple charges in that trial that's expected to last 3 weeks. And two Shelby Township brothers are learning fighting and driving just don't mix. We first brought you this dashcam video of Minas and Starvo Habib. After an alleged disagreement, one brother tried to drive off while the other was on top of the car's hood. They then crashed into the police officer head-on, who was trying to respond to the scene.
What are you doing? What are you doing, ramming into my vehicle? I have my lights on. Stop it. Are you all right?
Now, those two men are facing separate misdemeanor charges after this dispute escalated. Minas is charged with reckless driving, while Starvo is facing domestic violence charges. Both men have been released from jail. It may be 7 months away, but the Shelby Township Art Fair Committee is looking for vendors and artists right now. Vendors can be artists who have original, one-of-a-kind pieces, like paintings, sculptures, or photography. They're also looking for emerging artists who would just like to start with a table rather than a booth. Vendors can sell home decorations, clothing, and jewelry, and they're also looking for those who focus on Michigan-made products like food or toys. Applications are due by April 1st, and the cost is $20. The art fair brings in more than 10,000 visitors every year. So if you'd like to be considered for it, just head to our Shelby TV Facebook page for more information. All right, now get out a pen and paper. We've got a potential job alert for you. The Shelby Township Clerk will be hosting the annual Election Worker Job Fair on Thursday, January 21st at 6:30 at the Municipal Building. Anyone interested in serving as an election worker is encouraged to attend, especially senior citizens, high school students, and college students. And anyone who has worked on an election is more than welcome to come and apply for that position. You'll be compensated for time during training and on election day. For more information, just visit the township's website, shelbytwp.org. Well, I'm here today, so that means I didn't win the Powerball jackpot, but no one in Michigan did. There were smaller winners here in Macomb County, though. 5 players in Michigan won $1 million each, and 26 players won $50,000 for matching 4 of the 5 white numbers and the Powerball number. One of those $50,000 tickets was sold in Sterling Heights at the Sterling Woods Party Store on 15 Mile Road, and the other was sold at the Plank Marathon on 23 Mile Road in Macomb Township. The 3 big Powerball winners are from California, Tennessee, and Florida. Congratulations to all of the big and small winners of the Powerball lottery. And someone else who didn't win the Powerball is Nick Buckler, who's here with us in studio.
Well, Kelly, I may or may not have been in Florida when I made my purchase of the Powerball ticket, so that's for you to figure out. But I did get a chance to figure out some code enforcement here in Shelby Township, and that requires snow removal, and it's wintertime, so let's see what we got. After a mild fall, winter has finally arrived, bringing along frigid temperatures and snow. Unfortunately, with snow comes shoveling. Keep in mind when removing snow this year that it is illegal to deposit snow across the roadways. Snow is to remain on your property, not your neighbor's. Also, be aware of tall snow mounds on corners of roads. This is dangerous for drivers who may not be able to see another vehicle traveling toward them. Shelby's sidewalk ordinance requires sidewalks to be kept free of snow and ice. Now you have 24 hours from when the snowfall stops to clear the snow from your sidewalk and driveway, where businesses have 48 hours to do the same.
So Nick, what about fire hydrants? Are there any specific rules when it comes to them?
There actually are. It's really important to make sure you clear the nozzle part of the fire hydrant from ice and snow and just keep the whole hydrant itself snow-free for firefighters. In case a blaze comes here, to just keep it clear, and it's a matter of seconds on life or death.
Well, thanks so much, Nick. All right, still ahead, a construction update. It's a project that might make travel difficult, but officials say it'll enhance the road's image. And whether it's stress from work or home or from anything in life, we've got ways to relieve it.
Hi residents of Macomb County, I'm your Chief Animal Control Officer, Jeff Randazzo, and I just want to take a moment and talk to you about the Gibraltar Trade Center adoptions. One, we're very thankful to Gibraltar Trade Center for allowing us to do adoptions, and ever since its inaugural grand opening on August 29th, we have adopted out more than 50 animals every Saturday from 10 to 2. So if you are looking for a pet or family member, we'd love for you to come there. Again, it's Saturday 10 to 2. Over at Gibraltar Trade Center in Mount Clemens. And we bring all the animals, the homeless animals, here from Macomb County Animal Control that were picked up in your community. So it's your way of getting involved, and thank you for all your support. We truly are blessed to have you here.
Welcome back. After 28 years as mayor of Utica, Jacqueline Noonan says she'll be ready to retire when her term expires at the end of the year. Noonan, who's 72 years old, became the first female mayor in 1988 with the goal to modernize the city. She's been an important part of the Utica's major projects, including the widening of M59. Mayor Noonan says she'll spend time traveling with her husband and that ultimately all good things have to come to an end. We'll have more from Mayor Noonan after her official announcement in the coming weeks. And Charlie Cadotto is here to update us on some major construction that's been going on.
Well, Kelly, we sure saw a lot of construction barrels in 2015, and now, whether you like it or not, they're back. We're talking millions of dollars in construction on a local road you may travel on. $8 million. That's how much it'll cost to reconstruct DeQuinder from West Utica Road to Burning Bush Drive, right near Beaumont Hospital. Construction's expected to begin this spring and to wrap up in November. The project's in partnership with Oakland and Macomb County road departments.
Everybody who's around the project is contributing to the project.
Construction is expected to widen parts of DeQuinder from 2 to 5 lanes. It also includes traffic signal updates and drainage improvements. Now, funding for this project comes mostly from federal dollars. The rest of the money comes from local communities, including some from Shelby Township.
In terms of Shelby Township, Utica Road will be closed for a duration as part of the project.
The real concern here is access to Beaumont Hospital. Construction will run right through the area, but officials say there are alternative entrances for ambulances and access will be a priority.
All right, Charlie, so how long can we expect these closures to go on?
Well, the Oakland County Road Commission have yet to release a full schedule with all the closures, but they say that when Utica Road will be closed, it will be closed for at least 1 month.
Wow, all right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Back in December, Macomb County Executive Mark Hackel sat down with us, and we talked about the issue of armored vehicles. President Obama issued an executive order to take the counties away, which is something Hackel was not happy about.
It protects officers. They've been relying upon it. They've been using it for the past 10 years, going into incidents, training with it, and then all of a sudden, on a moment's notice, we get this indication that they've got to go back, and if we don't send it back, they're going to charge us to come back again the second time. So we stripped them down. They came and got them. As I mentioned, I couldn't be more disappointed, because if you're going to call yourself a commander-in-chief, you need to protect your personnel. And so the image issue is one thing, but the reality is this is a problem. Fortunately, as we sit here today, we found the funding within the sheriff's budget so that we can move forward to purchase another one of those vehicles so we can put it on the road for the officers. And the Board of Commissioners just approved that late last night. So we're very fortunate here that we have a public as well as other government, I guess if you will, officials realizing the importance of public safety to not only the public but to the officers. That had to be probably one of the worst decisions I've ever seen, and probably the best word I can come up with was asinine. I absolutely cannot believe the President of the United States would say we're going to take away armored personnel carriers for officers and leave them high and dry without the ability to go into a scene that we are seeing all across the country now to protect them as well as protect those that they might want to get out of there that are civilians.
Now, as plans for a new vehicle are coming true, the Macomb County Police Department is getting a new one from the federal government through a surplus program. Now, some are concerned with the militaristic image the vehicle will bring to the community, but Hackel says that's an impossible thing to fix. It will only be out on the streets when called into service. Now, water is a hot topic in Michigan right now, and I'm not just talking about Flint, but here in Shelby Township as well. Residents are now officially paying more for their water. The board approved a 9.75% increase in water rates and an 8.95% increase in sanitary sewer rates. Township officials say this increase is actually less than surrounding communities, but it's in accordance with the rates that have been set by the Great Lakes Water Authority. Major improvements are coming to the Van Dyke corridor as part of the ongoing reconstruction project from 15 Mile to 18 Mile Road. This is what the area looks like now, but the City Council has approved aesthetic enhancements such as decorative benches, trash bins, bike racks, LED lights, and new mile marker icons. This illustration highlights those mile markers that will be installed along Van Dyke at each intersection with 15 Mile Road, Metropolitan Parkway, 17 Mile, and 18 Mile Road. They'll be 40 feet high and illuminated. The Sterling Heights City Council agreed to allocate more than $230,000 to pay for the improvements. They say it's all part of a plan to make Sterling Heights a unique place for residents and businesses. And coming up, rev those engines, we've got an inside look at Detroit's auto show for those of you who haven't made it to Cobo Center yet. And a look at the 2015 Car of the Year. You don't want to miss it.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Welcome back. Prom season may be a few months away, but you can better believe that Macomb County high schoolers are already thinking about it. Joining us here in studio today is Sheila and Karen from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us about this fundraising event for prom high schoolers.
Our event's called The Dress to Remember. We're heading into our 6th year. It's a pre-prom event that we hold in South Warren. We set up a makeshift boutique filled with dresses, makeup, shoes, jewelry, all different kinds of accessories for the girls to choose. Girls make an appointment and they're paired with a personal shopper, and that personal shopper is with them from the time they walk in the door till the time they leave. Girls fill out a dress card with their favorite color, their dress size, the type of dress they're looking for, and our personal shoppers help them shop. They're allowed to select one formal dress, a pair of shoes, a set of jewelry. They can choose
even an additional dress for maybe a graduation gathering. Yes, and the handbags always accessorize, so we have a little bit of everything.
We have door prizes that are raffled off every hour, things like blow dryers and curling irons and hair straighteners and salon gift certificates, Bath and Body Works, and some really fabulous door prizes too. It's all at no cost to them, and any girl in the county who maybe not be able to afford a dress and accessories for prom is invited to make an appointment to attend. But it's really more about making them feel really good about themselves and looking forward to their special day. A lot of the girls that come to the event, they come from struggling households that are struggling financially. We have many girls that they're with single parent households or they're living with their grandparents on a fixed income. We've had dads bring their daughters to the event, single dads. Last year we had one dad that was in a wheelchair that was a single parent that brought his daughter, and he was so happy that we were able to do this for her. So
yeah, you get to kind of dress them up and do makeup and hair, make them feel,
really,
like they're
really
going to prom. They're going to look great.
Absolutely.
So this event is in April?
It's in April 7th, 8th, and 9th at Living Faith Church on Ryan Road in Warren.
Great.
We have Handbags of Hope is providing hundreds of different handbags for them to choose from. And we have DSW Warehouse. They provide totes for the event and gift certificates as door prizes. And Bombshell Bridal, which is a salon in St. Clair Shores. They've contributed discontinued larger size dresses because we always have a need for dresses sizes 12 through 26. So lots of different partners that are involved. And
this sounds like a great event. It really does. How did it get started?
Well, we started about 6 years ago. It started out just an event within our department, and we noticed that there was a need for teens that were in foster care to be able to find dresses and accessories to attend prom. But since then, the last 3 years, we've actually branched out to South Warren, and now it's a community-wide event where any girl in Macomb County can, again, make an appointment to attend. And even some girls from the surrounding communities have come as well. We've had girls from the northern suburbs, we've had girls from St. Clair County, we've had girls from Wayne County and Oakland come as well. But primarily, the population that attends is girls living in Macomb County.
And you need dresses. You know, that's one of the big things, is that you really need these dresses so they can have a big variety to choose from.
Exactly. And again, we really need larger size dresses, size 12 to 26, because the last thing we want is for a girl to come to the event and not be able to find a dress.
Yeah. So can people donate their old prom dresses, or?
Absolutely. We're taking dresses up until April 1st at 3 different locations. At our office, our Department of Health and Human Services office on Hall Road, DSW Roseville being one of our partners. They're also accepting dress donations, and Bombshell Bridal in St. Clair Shores. So we have 3 different drop-off locations for folks to come to.
Wow. That's amazing. So in the past, have you had a lot of people come to the event in April, or?
It gets bigger every year, and we served about 120 girls last year, and we expect to have even more. We have girls that came as sophomores, that come as juniors, that come as seniors because they've been to the event, and they know how nice it is. And
Wow, that's amazing.
It has been.
Is there anything else that, you know?
Well, we're going to put a plug for anything. Having all these dresses, you can see how poofy they are. we need donations of dress racks. We just don't have enough dress racks. Dress or coat racks that are tall, that can, you know, support the weight and the length of the dresses. We're looking for maybe folks to come forward with the rental of a U-Haul so that we can have something to transport all of our dresses and accessories from our office on Hall Road all the way to Warren, and then we break down the boutique back to our office again.
Wow. Well, and we'll be there. Shelby TV will definitely be there at the event if you'll have us.
Good.
We'd love to see, you know, all the donations and all the girls coming to get their dresses and their hair done. So is there anything else?
I just want to promote the fact that this event is so needed, and it should be so well supported, because we are really impacting some lives of these young ladies. And just to give you an example of one of the events, you know, one of the things that happened last year is one of the young ladies came in, and she had come in with kind of a demeanor that was down and somewhat oppressed, and she came in to see all of this beauty, and come to find out, after she had shopped, her family member was sitting and said that they didn't know what they were going to do without this event.
Oh, wow.
Because the young lady had lost her father in Afghanistan, and the mother herself was emotionally in a way that she couldn't even assist her daughter. So the relative brought her to us, and we were able to let this young lady have such an event that she laughed, she cried, she was so excited. And
Sweet.
They left thanking us, and it just impacted our heart so much that we want the community to be part of it as well.
Absolutely. Prom's a rite of passage. Especially we know as teenage girls, that's something that's really exciting for us to go to pick out the dress, and no girl should have to go without going to prom.
Right. So, and there's so many other stories I could tell you about how these girls walked in one way and left with such, you know, excitement. It's really a boutique experience, and that's what we want.
Yeah.
So we do, as Karen indicated, we want the gently used within the last couple of years. More fashionable, because we are hitting a population, you know, 16 to 18, 19 years old. So
we brought some examples of dresses that were donated this past week.
They're beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
I want to try on that yellow one. Well, where can people go to find out more information about donating and about the event itself in April? Can they go to your website? I mean, we'll post flyers up on Shelby TV's Facebook page, of course.
Well, it's on Make Macomb Your Home Facebook page, so they can go there. And I know that information about the event will be on your Facebook page as well.
Absolutely.
With our phone number and contact information. So they can
Great.
just call.
Great. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank
We really
you,
appreciate
Kelly.
it, and we'll see more in April.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
The U.S. auto industry is celebrating the end of 2015 as one of the most successful years in sales ever. And to cap it off, the North American International Auto Show is in town. Our Tim Myers took a tour of the show to see how technology is playing a major role.
The transportation industry is changing, and here at the North American International Auto Show, we can see how technology has its effect on that change.
Some things that really stand out with the new Cruze is an all-new 1.4-liter turbo engine, and the customers are really going to feel that in great performance and fuel economy. In addition to that, we have standard Wi-Fi on our vehicle along with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So really bringing a seamless integration for people to bring in their mobile devices and have that used in a seamless and safe way in their vehicle. In the compact segment, customers are looking for great styling, beautiful styling, and they're looking for great value. And with this car here, with the safety technology that we have, lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert, with the infotainment, with the Wi-Fi, the Android Auto, and the CarPlay, we're bringing really frontline features that are found in higher level vehicles and luxury vehicles down in the compact segment. So they're going to find an amazing all-around vehicle at a great value.
The high technology that's going into the vehicles for Ford to make the driving experience, or to enhance the driving experience for passengers. Tell us a little bit about some of those things and what is it that Ford is putting in these vehicles?
In a nutshell, what it involves is providing the customer, our customer and Amazon's customer, the ability to interact with their home when they're in their cars, and vice versa with their cars when they're at their home. So just to give you an example, you're sitting in your living room one day and you need to go and grocery shopping. Your electric vehicle is charging. You're wondering whether you have enough charge to go to the next store. What you can do is you can use a device like this sitting in your living room. This is an Amazon Echo, and basically just ask your vehicle, Alexa, how much charge do I have left? Or is there enough range for my drive?
Talking about connectivity and technology in vehicles, tell us a little bit about the technology in this vehicle.
You know, it starts front to back on this vehicle. We have over 100 safety and available safety and security features. Everything from adaptive cruise control and forward collision warning with full stop capabilities to rear park sense with stop capabilities, lane departure warning with lane keep assist. Goes right into the 9-speed transmission and the rotary shifter and the 8.4-inch touchscreen in the front for the driver and the passenger. Best in class. We have available 20-speaker Harman Kardon surround sound system. But it's really in a minivan what happens in the second and third row. And we have the best in class Uconnect theater. Dual 10.1-inch high-definition touchscreens for the kids. Built-in games and apps, available HDMI, Blu-ray, DVD player, play your videos through USB video, plug in your Xbox. It's all back there.
The North American Truck of the Year for the auto show is the Volvo XC90. Tell us a little bit about the special features of this vehicle and why you think it got Truck of the Year.
I think we had been strong on the SUV segment quite a long time. The old XC90, actually last year, 12 years old, got top safety pick. This is now a new version of that very successful car. And of course it has everything a Volvo should have, including the highest safety score ever, both in Europe and in the US. And what we have managed with the new platform, the SPA platform, is actually to get the proportions of the car really, really right. So now we have the perfect base for actually making really, really beautiful cars.
And it is beautiful. The lines are really nice in the front of the vehicle all the way down to the sleekness of the curvature of the vehicle all the way to the rear end, right?
Yeah. And also if you look at our interior, which had, okay, the exterior has been praised, but the interior has been like praised until tears because it's so actually beautifully handcrafted and very nice Scandinavian materials.
Well, that was the Truck of the Year for the 2016 North American International Auto Show. Now our Charlie Cadado has a look at the Car of the Year.
Introducing the all-new 2016 Civic.
Take a close look at the North American Car of the Year, the 2016 Honda Civic. Announced at this year's Detroit Auto Show, this redesigned Civic is far different from last year's model. Honda officials say it has the most powerful and fuel-efficient engine in Civic history.
10 years ago, we accepted this award, this same award, for the 2006 Civic.
And so style was not much different from 2006 to 2015. This year, Honda called the change a total revamp.
Now, this all-new 2016 Civic was the most ambitious remake in the 43-year history of our top-selling vehicle globally.
At a price tag starting just over $19,000, Honda is hoping to compete with major rivals. Toyota is, of course, Honda's biggest competitor. Last year, they sold more Corollas than Honda sold Civics. But this year, Honda is hoping to have the upper hand with this new design. But it won't be easy. Civic sales actually fell last year. The Hyundai Elantra, which was Car of the Year in 2012, added competition for the car companies. For Shelby This Week, I'm Charlie Cadotto.
And the auto show is officially open to the public now, so head on down to Detroit to see those cars for yourself. It'll be open until Sunday, January 24th. Now, when deciding where your charitable donation should go to, there's one place you should really be thinking about, especially if you're an animal lover. Our own Stacy Sansatera has more.
The Macomb County Animal Control has become a nonprofit organization allowing animal lovers the opportunity to make tax-deductible donations. And as he enters his third year as Chief Animal Control Officer, Jeff Randazzo wants your help.
We know that you're seeing the ASPCA, and we think that they're awesome as well, but this is your community and you need to get involved because this is your tax money that's going towards the driving force behind this.
And that driving force comes with some huge accomplishments.
And we have come so far. We reached our 91% save rate.
That 91% save rate was made possible by the creation of the nonprofit Macomb County Welfare Fund, which allows for huge progress in caring for the animals in need.
We're doing heartworm treatment, we're doing spay and neuters, we are doing all kinds of surgeries that we were never able to do before, so whether it's amputations, entropion surgeries, dentals, we're doing so much more. Last year, we received $21,000 in those donations, and we were able to, reach our 91% save rate. And I think that's important because there's a lot of animals that come into animal control, whether they have embedded collars, they were hit by cars, and they need surgeries. All that stuff we never had funding for before. And since we have this nonprofit, we need the citizens' help to donate that money so we can continue saving all those lives.
All donations must be used for medical purposes, and making a tax-deductible donation couldn't be easier.
In order to continue all the great programs that we have here, I think it's important that you donate to the Macomb County Animal Welfare Fund. You can go right to our Facebook page. You can go to the Macomb County Animal Control page on the county website, and you could donate right from there. But we need your help.
So many great things happening at the Macomb County Animal Control. Now, on a personal note, I'd like to introduce you to Lola. Lola came to me about 3 months ago from the Animal Control. Now, the reason why I'm introducing you today is because Lola is a shining example of the donations at work. She came in abused and neglected and had a serious trauma to one of her ears. Because of the generous donations of people in the community, the shelter was immediately able to get Lola the care she needed. And for that, I will be forever grateful. For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy and Lola reporting.
If you'd like to help animals just like Lola, head to our Shelby TV Facebook page for more information. And that's it for us at Shelby This Week. You can watch us all the time at shelbytv.org. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Just search Shelby TV. For all of us here at Shelby This Week, thanks for watching.